Hello and welcome to the Robo Samurai channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you a review of Transformers Legacy Evolution Needlenose. He also comes with a couple of target masters named Zigzag and Sunbeam. So let's take a look at the packaging first, and we can kind of see right here that that's it right there. Not much else to say. Here he is in his alt mode, and then you have a couple of illustrations of him in robot mode. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then there's the QR code. I will link this in the description below. And then we have, of course, the back of the box for all that's worth, and you can kind of see Zigzag, Sunbeam, and of course Needlenose. Yeah, and then there's the side art package work from the side there, great, and all that neat stuff. So that's the packaging. He comes with his instructions as well, and yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. So now I have him here in alt mode. Usually I have it the other way around, like the way I get him into the package, because I wanted to show off a couple things. First of all, the two accessories he comes with are Zigzag and Sunbeam, and they are both target masters, and you can see they both mount right here on the normal suspect, 5mm pegs that are underneath the wings, as you can see. Let's take a look at these guys first. So when you get them in the package, they're actually not assembled. You have to snap these in. If you look, and I'm not going to unsnap it. Well, I could, I suppose, but watch it break on me. Nah, once it's in there, so I don't want to even mess with it. So it's the only thing that articulates on this figure. So in order to transform it, of course, you just flip that up, and then you have, I think this is Sunbeam. Yeah, it's a Sunbeam in his robot mode. You can kind of take a quick look at it right there and see all the goodness that's gone there. But, of course, no articulation. He's holding a gun. You can't remove that. You can't move these legs or feet or anything. He's just static. So there's that. And then here is Zigzag, and you see something very similar. Hello. So you see something very similar there, and I mean, it's nicely detailed, and of course, it's the same thing. This is packaged separately, and I'm not going to try to remove that. It is painted, though, and if you look really carefully, I scratched the paint putting this thing on, so yeah, this thing's like painted all in black. It's cast in purple, which is kind of a weird choice because, I mean, you're going to be... it's going to get scratched. Anyway, so black, white on the face, and yellow on the details of, things that can't move. So looks like he has a shield on his one side and nothing on the other side. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And to transform him, of course, we were showing him off with the guns sitting up. So you can keep him like that if you feel like, that's nice. So yeah, there's that and that. So... however, they do show you, if you want, you can take both of these guys and you can combine them like this. There's two 5mm pegs back there, and you can plug this guy into this guy and then just have all sorts of great things going on with it. You can even put Optimus Prime in the picture and let him hold them. Yeah, great, because they're 5mm pegs, right? So let's go ahead and put these guys back into their little bot modes, and we'll talk about Needlenose. And here's Needlenose. And by the way, there's one more thing I should mention. This also comes separately. So when you get him in the package and you transform him, he's not going to have that on him. So you can just plug that in. It is also a 5mm peg. So if you feel like doing all sorts of creativity things like that, there, great, go for it. But, if you feel like, hey, he has to have his back tail wing and you want to super glue it in place, go for it. Well, hey, don't do what I tell you to do, right? Okay, so first of all, we got some great paint schemes here. We got a Decepticon symbol here. We got a Decepticon symbol here. This is painted... This is blue. This whole piece right here is blue, and this is painted gray to match the rest of the gray plastic here. So, and then it's painted red on top. And that's kind of what you get when you look from the bottom. So, yeah, he's pretty good looking. Like I said, he's got the two mount points there. He also has some mount points here if you feel like, doing something like this. But, of course, that'll kind of ruin, like, how he sits down on the table and all that other stuff. So, all right. So, yeah, he's a pretty decent jet. So, I like it. And I'm not going to be removing this tail piece. It's just going to stay there. like forever. Okay, so anyway, let's get them transformed. All right, and the first thing we're gonna do, let's see here. What do we really want to do? We want to do this. Let's unpeg this here. And then see it tabs right into here, and then there's a hole right there. So, and then what we want to do is fold this up, and there's 2 slots right there, and we'll plug them in there, the 2 pegs that are on the back of this, and kind of squeeze that together. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to untab these here, and then this, because that kind of tabs in there, and then we're going to fold these out thusly. 1 and 2, and then we're going to close this, and then turn his legs thusly. Okay, and the next thing we want to do is take this piece right here, open that up, fold these out, arms, fold them up, and then, oh, you know what, we forgot to do one step. This whole thing is on a double hinge joint, so you want to pull that out. So fold these wings back, pull this out, and then push it back down like this until it snaps into place. And again, that kind of tends to want to come unpegged. Flip this headpiece up here, close this down, and now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pegs for these 4 slots here. So go on ahead and just close that up. And there, and then we're going to open, and then these here, the arms actually peg into his shoulders like that. Turn them around, do it like that, and there we go. And there he is in his robot mode, and he's a good looking robot mode. He's got I think he's better than the G1 version, frankly, of himself. Let's take a look at his head there. The head is on a ball peg, so he can, you know, look almost all the way to the left and to the right. The back tail assembly here and the back of the engine here kind of gets in the way from him doing any successful head turnarounds. I guess he could do that, but like it's blocking it. So you can get it around there if you feel like it. And then, you know, he's got all of the side-to-side motion. His elbows, actually, not his elbows. His shoulders go all the way around. That's nice. He's got the bicep swivel, and he also has, you know, all the way elbow, more than 90 degrees. And yeah, so there is a swivel on the waist, but it's not very effective because of all of the stuff back here, so it kind of gets in the way, but you can get somewhat of a swivel there. You can also do the entire splits that way, but not so much this way because of the back assembly. Yeah, his knees will give you more than 90 degrees and all that other nice jazz. No, he's not jazz, but so anyway, and he also has the ankle rockers, and then I guess we'll call that a toe tilt. So yeah, so standing together, there they are, these guys here, that there, and then here he is next to Earthrise Optimus Prime, which actually is just a little out of the picture. Now he's back in the picture. So, all right, so just to show you as a comparison point. Yeah, and if you have these guys, you can always just put them in here. Oh yeah, by the way, his wrist swivel, so that's kind of a nice feature. I'm gonna go like this, and you can go like this and give him his weapons, and he's yeah, looking pretty good there. So that's it really for this figure. What do I think? Well, if you're a completist and you must have this figure, I would definitely recommend it. It's an easy transformation. It has lots of good paint apps on it, so far as I can tell. You know, you've got that. Well, okay, maybe there's just a little bit of paint apps. Okay, so, but it looks all right. You know, and you know, in of course in jet mode, he's got a lot of cool, you know, paint on him as well. If the paint does not satisfy you, maybe you can get some repo labels for him if they come out with a set for him. Anyway, that's about it for this review of this figure. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, and I will talk to you guys next time.